Hey, this is Dave at the Shepherd School, and we're going to do a little reloading videos today. Going to show you how to fix your mistakes. If you reload long enough, heck, if you reload at all, you're going to end up making a couple mistakes. And it's always best if you can disassemble those rounds so that you don't have, say, a round that doesn't have any powder, or has too much powder that might get mixed up with regular ammo and cause problems. And also, some of these components are expensive, and if you can disassemble your mistakes or old surplus ammo or whatever, you can reuse some of the components. Now, there's two methods of doing this. One, you have a inertial puller, which is like a hammer, and we'll show you how that works. And the other one is a collet puller that uses a press. And we're going to show you each kind because they both have strengths and they both have weaknesses. But we'll start out with the first puller that I bought. This is an inertial puller. It's probably cheaper of the two. Basically, it's just a hammer with a hollow head and usually a little piece of felt or something at the bottom. Then it's got a little collet, which is 3 little pieces of metal with a rubber band. And then you've got the face. Now, you have, or some people probably have, used, instead of the collet, used shell holders. But if you go on the blog, we'll show you why that's not a safe thing to do. This works best with pistol type ammunition, stuff with big old fat, heavy projectiles, okay? And all you need to do is push the bullet through the collet, okay, where the head is supported, the rim is supported, and you set it down. And screw it back together. Then get you a piece of wood, and you're going to beat it just like a hammer, okay? And it works with inertia. As you come down, the whole bullet's moving with the hammer head, but when it stops, it wants to keep moving, but it can't. But that bullet can. So if you whack it, real good 4 or 5 times real hard, eventually each time you do it, that bullet's going to come down further until it pops out. Now, this doesn't work very good with heavy crimped or lacquered in heads. So like military surplus rifle rounds, for one, it's not going to pull them out real good. But something big like this 45, it works real good. So let's just see what happens. And it ain't come out yet, but let's just see if it moves. Got a little bit of shoved brass. Nice clean brass where it's come out. I guess I had to do it like I meant it. Okay? See how it came out? And then the powder. And I could reuse that bullet because there's no pull marks on it. It's just a pristine bullet, so I could reuse that. And I could reuse this case. Okay? The second kind of puller is a collet puller. And this screws into a press. Okay? You unscrew that, and then make different sized collets. Okay? This one happens to be for 223. Just kind of like a chuck on a drill press. You put the bullet in there, and as it tightens up, that will grab the bullet. Okay? This works a lot better for really tough rounds. You drop that thing, drop the arm, tighten the collet down, and it'll grab the bullet. And then you just lift up, and it pulls the bullet right out. Okay? So then, you dump your powder into a receptacle, loosen your collet, and the bullet should pull out. Now, sometimes there'll be marks on the bullet from where the collet grasped it. Okay, those are called pull marks. So if you're going to buy salvaged bullets, you want to get the kind with no pull marks. So we'll do this one more time. Now this works real good for any type of military surplus, any kind of round where it's crimped, the shell casing is crimped on the bullet, okay? Or if it was lacquered or glued. I don't know if this will fit because this one got broke. But it's kind of a pain. It's a lot slower to set up. Yeah, that one didn't work because it got smushed down. But it's a lot slower to set up. Okay? So what I do is I tend to have a bucket full of, a marked bucket full of, messed up rounds. And then when I get this adjusted right, I'll do a whole bunch of them at one time. Reloading is not something you should do in front of the TV or while you're not paying the 100% attention, but this works real good for that. Okay, and you see I've got a Frankfurt Arsenal portable bullet reloading bench. It's really cool. It's a base. You buy the base, and then you can buy these stands and put your different reloading presses on there. Got this when I lived in an apartment and didn't have space for a full up bench, but I don't like doing a lot of reloading on it because it's relatively flimsy, but it's better than nothing, and it works really good for cleaning and sorting and say lubing brass. So it's a pretty good piece of equipment, and these collet dies are pretty good pieces of equipment too. So till next time, that's how you pull your brass, and you can catch us online at www.tngun.com.
I've got a plan, fits my point of view. I'm getting